go for mic check. Mic check. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. this is where the game is at tonight for Memorial. Hello, everybody, and live from Memorial Stadium, it's Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe Girls Soccer. Today, the Memorial Old Abe take on the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. I feel like I've said that sentence a numerous amount of times by now. It always happens in the first round. It happened in hockey, and it's back again for this soccer first round. I'm Derek Montesano. I'll be your guide to this Memorial Soccer game. I'm happy to be with you once again, one time here before this spring season comes to a close. I had my own JV2 baseball season, so unfortunately that rubs right up against every single game the girls team brought to us. Either way, I'm happy to be with you for one game tonight. Regional semifinals, everything to play for. Win or you go home. And for the Old Abes, this is one they would like to have. First round, they've been very, very good this year. They've been consistently winning games by large margins, going up against a Wisconsin Valley opponent that is in the bottom half of that conference, a 4-3-3 conference season for Wisconsin Rapids. This is a first-round matchup that Memorial, coming in, cannot underestimate too much. This is a sneaky upset waiting to happen. It always is when Wisconsin Rapids comes to town. You look at it in any sport they've gone head-to-head with. You look at in girls basketball even, that could have been a very sneaky upset. Instead, the girls team took care of that. You look at hockey. Wisconsin Rapids had the chance to come in and steal that one. It just did not happen for them. Memorial pulled away. The girls soccer team is looking to do the exact same thing here tonight, and that involves taking the lead early. If they're able to jump on this Wisconsin Rapids team, they will not have any issues putting the ball in the net. And once this team's able to get one or two in, then the floodgates will open for them. This team can very quickly put 5 on you if you're not careful within the 80-minute time frame. Well, looking at the Memorial team going into this season, the big question was going to be, what are they going to do without standout sophomore Nora Kling? Standout in basketball, is a standout very much here on this girls soccer team her freshman year, but due to that injury she sustained against Hudson during the basketball season, she is not available for this season. The question would be, how would the attack manage? I'd say they managed very, very well. Absolutely zero issues whatsoever when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. So the question will be, can Wisconsin Rapids limit the offense? It's going to be a very, very difficult task for when you've got an Old Abe team that can attack. You've got defenders like freshman defender Kaylee Acow, who can score from 40 yards away. You have very, very difficult tasks when it comes to defending the shot against this team. And on the defensive side, they've been shutting teams down, shutting teams out in the conference. They've played well non-conference-wise. They're a very solid 3 seed. Now, the 3 seed does mean that even if they win today, depending on the result of Wausau West Superior, which started about an hour ago, that'll determine if they have another match here at Memorial Stadium or on the road at Wausau West to decide who will go to sections. But right now, the Abes can only control what's in front of them, and that's the team in the white jerseys in the Red Raiders. Right now, we will take a quick pause, and let's take a look at the Around the Abes scoreboard, there's one other game going on in the land of Memorial sports, and that is baseball. The Memorial baseball team, an underdog 11 seed, going up against 6 seed DC Everest right now. They've been through 3.5 in that one, heading into the bottom of the fourth. It is the Memorial Old Abes who lead 11-3. The Memorial Old Abes have jumped on the run train on the road at DC Everest and are looking to pull off that upset, leading by a score of 11-3. So this girls team looking to do the exact same thing right here. It's their destiny, and they're about 2.5 minutes away from deciding what happens with it. Now, for a quick little thing before we get started, there's always just like the random thing I like to note on rosters. Whoever imported the Wisconsin Rapids roster did not remove the squigglies on the questionable last name. Jaden Plowman, number 3 on this Rapids roster, a senior midfielder. Yeah, she got the old red squigglies underneath her name on the roster sheet, as well as their JV coach / varsity assistant, as well listed down. So Wisconsin Rapids got some awkward spellings, so much that it has fooled the Word doc or whatever they put this roster in before this one. Hey, what are you gonna do about it? It's already printed and everybody's got it. Head coach of the Memorial Old Abes, by the way, Olivia Merzinski, was my reading teacher back in my 6th grade year. Now nearly 4 years ago, by the way, that happened. She's been coaching this Abes girls team since then, and has done a very good job with his teams, especially in this playoff. So we shall see if the stretch continues, as we are about to get set for the team walkouts and the national anthem, team introduction, and the whole drill that this one will run through. Reminder, winner of this one plays the winner of Wausau West against Superior in the regional final to decide who will advance to sections out of this region, where they will likely match up against a team like Hudson in that round. Hudson, once again, a 1 seed this year, and once again in another sport, they are a wrecking ball, and it'll be hard for whoever gets there to topple them out of this region. They have been a freak of nature in every single sport. So getting set for this one, as Rapids is all set for the opening walkout, and the Memorial Purple players will get themselves also into position, and we will get set for the opening introductions, and I will step aside when I return. It's coverage of Memorial Girls Soccer here on Old Abe TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial High School and the Eagles Nest, home of the Old A's. Admission to this regional semifinal match is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility, and as you well know, that is the responsibility to conduct oneself in a manner where the game is enjoyable for all fans and participants, with the utmost respect given to our fine officials. The WIA, the Big Rivers Conference in Eau Claire Memorial state laws prohibit the use of tobacco products in any area used by public schools. And we also request the help of parents in monitoring the movement of any younger children at tonight's big match. And now, introducing tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Raiders. In numerical order, a captain who wears number 2, senior midfielder Natalie Haddow. Also a senior midfielder wearing number 3, Jaden Plowman. Senior forward number 4, Lindsay Boras. Wearing number 5, a junior forward, Claire Mitchell. A senior midfielder number 7, Kendall Bannock. Tonight's goalkeeper, wearing number 8, a junior, Sydney Meyer. Senior defenseman number 9, Lauren Schillinger. Junior forward number 10, Bryn Bannock. A senior midfielder for the Raiders, number 13, Veronica Candler. At defense, a junior, wearing number 15, Taylor Cutter. Rounding out the starting lineup for Wisconsin Rapids today, a freshman forward, number 16, Adeline Nolan. And now, the starting lineup for your Old A's. In goal, junior netminder, wearing number 0, Macy Barchak. Senior midfielder, one of our fine captains who wears number 1, Lydia Palmer. Number 2, a senior defenseman for the Old A's, Claire Gibson. Wearing number 5 for the Old A's, a forward and junior student, Marley Ferguson. A senior midfielder, number 8, Marin Armstrong. Player number 9, a sophomore midfielder for the Old A's, Katie Touton. Another senior captain for the squad this year, a forward wearing number 10, Piper Gunderson. Sophomore defenseman number 14, Jaden Moss. Wearing number 17, a freshman and defenseman, Callie Acow. Our final captain, a senior midfielder, number 21, Maggie Sheehan. Finally rounding out the starting lineup for the Old A's, wearing number 24, freshman defenseman, Sophia Moran. The head coach of the visiting Raiders, Nate Cleveland. He is assisted by Jake Hintz and Gina Wozniewski. Their team has been managed by Kevin Kang. The head coach of your Old A's, Olivia Merzinski. She has been assisted by Mr. Josh Ram, Aurora Woodford, and Hans Nelson. Their team has been managed by Olivia Zamora and Bevin Mellum. Your center official today, Mr. Dan Wangle. He is assisted by Kit Schieffelbein and Kaya Hansen. Our ball girls, once again, Taysa Akau, Haley Duff, Gigi Al-Hashmoon, and Anna Gunderson. We'd like to thank the Old A's girls soccer parents for running the best concessions in the conference, perhaps in the state. But let's move forward and honor America and those defending our freedom. Those who are able to, please stand, removing your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem.
go from Memorial Stadium, Eau Claire Memorial. Old Abe girls soccer action about to get underway as the Memorial team will head towards their sideline. It's one that they would really like to have game one of playoffs. Always one that you feel you have to have if you're the higher seed. And for this girls team that's had such a good season so far, you don't want it to come to a crashing halt against a Wisconsin Rapids team. So it'll be the Old A's wearing the purple jerseys with the purple bottoms and the black socks that will go from right to left across your viewing device. And it'll be Wisconsin Rapids in the white tops, white bottoms, and white socks, and all trimmed out in red numbers and Wisconsin Rapids on the chest. They will go from left to right here in half number one. 2 40-minute halves here in Wisconsin high school soccer. As any day now, we wait as per usual for the Memorial Old Abe's. When it comes to the soccer, there's always the pregame huddle that happened with the boys team as well, and they're usually the last team ready for the kickoff. Well, it looks, and so it will be the Memorial Old Abe's that will take this opening kickoff. Running out to go take it is Marley Ferguson, the junior forward for Memorial. Whistle blows. Ball is kicked back to Kelly Akau, and we are underway from Memorial Stadium. Ferguson has control of it around the 40-yard line on the football field. Plays it backwards to Lydia Palmier. Back to Akau. A nice move there to sneak by Lindsay Boris for Wisconsin Rapids, as she will get it ahead to Ferguson. Memorial trying to build up their offense here early in this game. We're not even a minute in. Akau again. Out wide. Gibson into Palmier. Into the middle. A long shot on the way that is scooped up cleanly by the netminder for Wisconsin Rapids, Mirabelle Hofer. As that shot, by the way, taken by Katie Toutant from about 20 yards away. Memorial once again on the ball, though, as they won it after the distribution. Kelly Akau. Into the middle for Maggie Sheehan. Akau winding up for it, rips it from range, and she sent it wide to the right-hand side of Hofer. Kelly Akau has a very good long-range shot. We've seen her hit a free kick from 40 yards away against New Richmond earlier this season. That one will go out of bounds. And here come the Abes again as they continue this offensive pressure. Though it will be broken up this time and cleared finally by Claire Mitchell to the back line for the Abes. Into the middle. Scooped up and trying to dribble is Kendall Banach. She'll get it ahead, but it's once again taking control, not booted by Boris. And after some touch and go play and a little bit of ping pong there, that ball will sit to the Memorial right back. And Memorial will once again try to set up again. 2.5 gone here in the first half. As here's Palmier. Into the middle. Here's a dribble for Toutant. Runs into a wall, has to play it backwards. Out to the right-hand side. Memorial trying to find a way to break through as Wisconsin Rapids have a lot of players deep right now. And you look at what the scouting report likely is for Rapids coming in. They're trying to shut down the offense And right now, getting the players deep is currently working. They're not worried about too much offensive pressure. Here early as Sophie Moran gets bumped off the ball by Boris. Now back to Kelly Cow as they will work it on the back line. It's been a struggle so far to get clean looks so far for the Abes. Here's two taunts. Ball out on the wing. Here's a run for Gunderson, but she could not keep control as she gets it taken away and slapped out of bounds by Taylor Coder. So a throw in for the Abes. Oh, and I saw one touch into the middle. And Palmier could not get there, nor could Marley Ferguson, as they both had chances in the box, but could not reach out for it. And it goes out. Still Memorial ball, though, as they win it off the goal kick. Now this ball will be turned over to Rapids, and we'll see if they can maybe get some offensive pressure here 4 minutes into this ball game with this throw-in. Lobs it in, it's bumped. And a little bit of pinball passing. It goes out on Natalie Hadow, the senior midfielder for Wisconsin Rapids. And Memorial again. A Cow lost it in her feet, but a little friendly fire from Wisconsin Rapids instead, as Mitchell sent it off wrong player, and that allowed Memorial to keep this pressure. The ball has lived so far in this first little bit, first 5 minutes so far, in the Wisconsin Rapids half, and it does not look like they are attempting to press too much. They're kind of letting Memorial dictate the pace. Here's Moran. Trying to find an option, gets it into Palmier. Lydia Palmier, by the way, I played on the same JV2 baseball team as her younger brother, Elliot. So I had to put up with him the entire season. And now I have the chance to badmouth his sister. I'm not going to be like that. I don't have any grudges against him. Gibson will go cross field. It's tapped to Toutant. And out to Gunderson. Gunderson into the middle looking for Ferguson, but it's intercepted by Lauren Schillinger for Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids does not have a very deep bench right now. From what it looks like, they only have 3 players over there. So that could explain the defensive play and not a lot of pressing we could be seeing right now. A Cow tried for through ball. It gets blocked in the way. Touched up, and then eventually just Natalie Hadow will decide to hoof it out of play. And both teams will opt to go to a substitute, as coming on for Memorial is Nadia Al-Hashlamau. Al-Hashlamau comes in. I'm sure that was exactly how it's pronounced, but hey, who's going to judge? Here's Jaden Moss. Goes out wide, but could not keep it in bounds as that rolls out on the far sideline. Another inbound. This one will stay in for a little bit and then is headed out. And a gift right back to the A's. We are 7.5 in. It is currently 0-0. And it's been all A's so far. They're yet to break through so far, but they've been the ones creating all the threats. Okay. Nice pass in for Lydia Palmier. Palmier, awkward angled shot, and she sends it into the side netting. That'll be a goal kick. just missed from Lydia Palmier. And this one remains 0-0. Mario trying to break through the back line. Right now, Rapids look to be running almost like a modified 5 at the back. That's closer to a 6 at the back. They're just trying to prevent any goal at all costs. Who needs offense right now? They have barely gotten the ball past midfield so far. They nearly did it with Fiona Martins, but it has not happened so far, and we're getting closer and closer to an eighth of the way through this one, and I believe they've crossed midfield a total of once. As this ball is going to roll out on the goal line for a goal kick. In comes the goal kick. Lydia Palmier will get it back. We're looking to get Claire Gibson, but it rolls under her foot. As we will see this one thrown in. It bounces off the foot of Natalie Haddow and right onto the foot of the Memorial back line. Attempting some 1-2 passing on the right side, does not break through. Now here's Katie Toutant into a Cow. Cow with space, has one to beat, cuts by her. Looks more like a through ball there, intended for the on-running Marley Ferguson. Did not connect there. As we will see Adeline Tessendorf come into this game for Lydia Palmier. She'll slide in on the left-hand side. This one's booted in, nearly taken right away from the Abes. Instead, they'll kind of play with their food a little bit and get it anyway. Toutant plays it off of Taylor Coder, the sophomore defenseman, for the throw. And now quickly off the throw, and Memorial trying to attack. It's touched out of bounds, and we will have our first corner opportunity for Memorial. Now, if anyone listening to today's broadcast knows anything about European soccer, we'll see if Memorial run the Arsenal corner kick routine. This one played out front for Gibson, but she got too big of a touch on it, and it rolls out of bounds. Wisconsin Rapids will look to counter with some newfound momentum. After warding off the Aids for so long, here's Martins, but she gets taken off the ball. Cow with space. Looking for the middle and an on-running Gunderson. But she could not reach the ball before the defender Coder. So that one is booted out of play. 11 minutes gone so far. Now here's a chance for the Abes. Ferguson loses it. And it's cleared away. Now back. This game has been mainly played between the Wisconsin Rapids 20-yard line on the football field and the 40-yard line, with the occasional sprints down the wings. Here's a crossing opportunity, crossed into the box, here's a chance, and just missed out in front by Adeline Tessendorf. She tried to volley that thing onto the right post, and it just missed. And that was a chance for Memorial's first goal of the game. As there's some changes will be made for Rapids. This one goes out for yet another goal kick. About plenty of time still to be played in this one, but you can feel that Memorial are all it takes is one here, and they're going to run away. Gunderson. Piper Gunderson could not break through. as this one will be a throw-in for the Abes. In it goes. It takes a little bit of a plinko of Al Hashlamun's hand, but instead it's play on. And Wisconsin Rapids has a chance, but they cannot break through. Here's Moran. Out wide and under the foot of Tessendorf. And Tessendorf kind of swing and miss on that one. As Moran will end up bumping Abigail Kidder on that header chance. So that'll be a free kick, and the first real halfway decent looking chance that Wisconsin Rapids has been able to cook up so far, 14 minutes in. This one's sent in. It's bumped, but scooped up by Cal. Can she keep it in? She does, but she passes it straight to Haddow. Able to recover for herself. Gets it back and sends a long ball back to the defense to keep the pressure on. It's returned very quickly. A bit of back and forth soccer going, and here's a chance. Here's a break the other way. A one-on-one, but too big of a touch by Claire Mitchell. She was one-on-one with the netminder Grabarski. And she could not. Now back the other way. Here come the Abes. But Gunderson couldn't break through the back line. Long ball sent in. Touched up by Ferguson. Taken away now. An attempted through ball. On the wing by Toutant goes not to plan and rolls out. And Memorial will go to the substitutes bench with the goal kick looming.
And Maggie Sheehan.
Remember, 40 minutes a half. We are 15 minutes done. Here's a headed ball in for Ferguson. It will be bumped out of play by Veronica Candler. And another corner kick looming for Memorial. This one swung into the box. It's parried away. It's out in front. Another chance could be looming here, but it's brilliantly tackled by Taylor Coder. And Wisconsin Rapids clear the danger. This one's going to roll right up against the sideline, and good patience on that wing to make sure that that ball does not get touched up. That was, by the way, by Nadaya Hashlamun. As Memorial once again trying to break through on the right wing. But right now, that through ball just is not going their way. And now, it's once again a lot of goal kick practice for the netminder Hofer. Here's Moran looking for a breakthrough. Moran runs into two defenders, needs some help, got some help in Al Hashlamun. Given away though, and the Red Raiders could be on the break. An awkward bounce for Moran forces them back into their own half. Well, back and forth, and here comes Al Hashlamun. Turn by Ferguson. Ferguson tries to find the gap. Cannot thread the needle, and this one will be cleared out of play by Plowman. Senior for Rapids. This one cleared nicely for Wisconsin Rapids with 18 minutes played here in half number one. This one a through ball, but I think that one's going to have too much on it for Adeline Tessendorf to track down. And this one will be yet another goal kick for the Wisconsin Rapids. Moran plays it across to Jaden Moss. Moss go backwards, and this one launched up. That one did not. That one sounded rough off Veronica Candler, and it will ping pong out. Go on. Here's Sheehan. Backwards and back to Sheehan. A little 1-2 passing between her and Kendall Hendricks. Memorial trying their darndest to break through on that wing, but it just cannot seem to happen as much as they try. Ferguson plays it inside. Palmier trying to fight through, gets dragged down, no call. Miles loose, and it's scooped up by the goalkeeper, Hofer. It was a 2-on-1 in the box. Palmier got taken to the ground, and it's scooped up by Hofer. So, play will continue as Memorial will try to build up yet another attack. Now, it'll go back to Moran. Sophia Moran, out wide to Hendricks. Hendricks, a little 1-2 with her teammate. Running out of room, tried to keep it in, but it will be ruled out of bounds. We are at the halfway point in the first half. The score is 0-0. So you can feel that it has been all Memorial. So far they have controlled this game. But Wisconsin Rapids has done what all they could have asked for so far. They have shut down this offense here early, so Memorial cannot get the quick goal. Hendricks will just let that one roll out of play so she can get the throw in. All thrown in. It's gone. It goes back to Sophie Moran and over to Moss. Palmier. Base. Had her teammate just couldn't quite connect with Maggie Sheehan. Now, Memorial will win it back, though, following some mistake play from Hadal. Here's a chance for Al-Haslamoon. It's cleared by Rapids, but not very far. One-on-one on the wing now for Memorial, and this one rolls out off of Nally Hadal for Rapids. Attempting to connect with Hadal is Lauren Schillinger. Does not quite happen there. And once again, here come the Abes. You feel like they're bound to break through eventually. They've gone 22 minutes. They've got 2 shots so far. They've had 2 corner kick opportunities. You feel like one of these times something's going to find the back of the net. Here's a soft little roller to the keeper Hofer. And Mirabelle Hofer, the nice easy play. Now this one off of the head of Natalie Hadal. I feel like you hear her name all the time. That's because Rapids has been on this side of the field for a while now. And she's the one they're trying to play it through in order to move up. But right now, Memorial got it locked in their half. Header tennis ends in favor of the Abes as Adeline Tessendorf comes down with it. Here's Tessendorf still. Tessendorf Away from one, away from two. Looking for the cross. Running out of room, and she's forced out of bounds. This one thrown in by Plowman. Up in the air and coming down with it is Lindsay Boris. Amara's got the ball, and now they'll play it back. We'll see a little bit of action for Grabowski. On the far wing, here's Claire Gibson to Palmier. Intended for Gibson, does not go through, and the clearance goes off a Memorial body. That, by the way, now Al Hashlamoon. And it'll stay Memorial as it'll be substitute time with 24 minutes gone here in half number one. We're still yet to see any score. But if we had possession stats, I'm sure they'd tell the story right now. It is all Abe's, as Katie Toutant could not connect the pass. Acal. Backwards to Hendricks. 1-2 with Toutant. Her pass up the wing could not find Tessendorf. And it's back to Moran. Moran getting hawked down. Able to spin off and get to Hendrick. And here's Toutant. Toutant with a pass in the middle for Emily Grenda, I should say. As this play moves ahead, Grenda could not pull it away from Claire Mitchell. Grenda. Into the middle, here's Gunderson. Out to the right-hand side, and she'll have it poked out of bounds by Fiona Bannock. Fiona Martins, I should say. As Memorial, once again controlling the ball. Hendrick, looking for Grenda. Bounces over her and is hoofed into the air by Veronica Candler. Comes down and is controlled by Bryn Bennett for Rapids. Grenda. Out to Callie Acal. Acal with a good touch. Acal bumps a player, and yeah, the foul's going. And they're going to call the foul here. And they now bumped into a Wisconsin Rapids defender. And Memorial, a dangerous looking free kick now. As that one lurking. That one a 26-yard free kick. As this one drove in for Cal, and she sent it off the mark right there. So that one off target with 27 minutes gone. And this one restarts play as the Cal had to go tie her shoes as well after that one. Maybe blame the faulty laces on that one. Moss to Moran, has her pocket picked, and here comes Fiona Martins. But backtracking is Jaden Moss, and she'll play it out of bounds to allow her teammates to get back. Adele lobs this one into Claire Mitchell, but she loses it to Kayla Cow. Now here's a long through ball, and she's all alone. A break the other way is spoiled as Piper Gunderson looked to be running free. But a slide tackle from Mirabelle Hofer ruins that. That was a beautiful through ball from Kelly Cow. And Piper Gunderson had made the run, but it didn't happen. Now here's another attack. Lydia Palmier, turn and shot. Knocked down. There's going to be a handball. Handball in the box on that block the handball on Veronica Candler, and that's a penalty. So Lydia Palmier a chance to step up here and put the Abes up 1-0, 28 minutes into this game. A golden opportunity right now for Lydia Palmier. Can she put it away? Yes, she can! Lydia Palmier into the bottom left, and the Memorial Old Abes lead 1-0. Lydia Palmier from the penalty spot does her job, puts it by, confuses Hofer, who couldn't even dive, and Memorial take, enter a 20-minute in, 1-0 lead. Well, we're 28 minutes, and with how much Memorial's been attacking, it was only a matter of time. But Lydia Palmier from the penalty spot after the handball gives the Abes the lead, and now we'll see if Memorial can find their way now to break this one potentially open. As here's Moss to Toutant. Out wide now, as the Abes looking for another attack. This one crossed into the box and knocked away by Lauren Schillinger. And the play. Now here's Toutant. She cannot break through there. And Sheehan. This one will roll out on Sheehan. And it'll be Jaden Plowman to throw this one in. It bounces off a pair of deuces by the names of Natalie Hiddow and Claire Gibson. And will be Memorials. Grenda spins away from a defender. Tries to pass it to Bryn Glasser. Could not happen there, so we have to find backup plan. That includes Gibson. Gibson goes into the middle, could not quite connect with Piper Gunderson. And now this one hoofed away by Hiddow. And going to track it down is Moss. A little 1-2 in the other way, including Toutant and Mern Armstrong, it looks like. But they could not complete the beautiful 1-2. This one controlled. Far side, and Toutant ends up away with it. Toutant a chance to break free. One-on-one with a defender, able to get it away to Gunderson. She gets pushed in the back. That's going to be a foul as clear as day. And that's a dangerous free kick location. That one, a takedown in the box. In the back, I should say. That was not quite in the box. That one, this one, 20 yards away. This is a dangerous looking free kick location. And Piper Gunderson to take. 31 minutes in, with just 9 to go in the half. Gunderson chips it in and a little bit too high as it hits the back of the back corner of that net. Nothing quite will happen there. As Memorial once again in control. Here's Sheehan to Gibson. Into the middle, here's Grenda. And now Gunderson. Back to Gunderson. Gunderson tried a little foot control, but could not break free. They switch the field. Gibson. Couldn't break it. Grenda sneaks by one. Sneaks by two. Lets it rip. And just missed that one. Wide to the right hand side. And close to 2-0. That would have been a beautiful goal for Emily Grenda. But it's been a game of almosts for the Abes a lot of this way. They are currently in the lead, and more likely than not, this 1-0 is going to be enough for them. As that one sent into the box but ruled out of bounds on the goal line. This one will remain. This one will become Red Raider ball, and now off of the distribution, it will stay Red Raider ball. Put behind there, Lauren Schillinger gets it into Hadal. And this one is chipped out of play by Natalie Reblin. Gibson to throw it in. Grenda gains it for Memorial. Into the middle, Gibson has that one intercepted by Mitchell. And now here's a long through ball. Here's Fiona Martin. Martin's a chance, but she hasn't intervened by Jaden Moss. And that will roll all the way out onto the goal line. The downside is now you got a corner to deal with. Now you got to deal with a Natalie Hadal free corner kick. A set piece opportunity for Wisconsin Rapids to pull that goal right back with one corner goal. That's all it takes here. This one swung into the box. It's right there. It's bumped, and they score. Off the chest and in for Rapids. And Wisconsin Rapids brings it right back as Natalie Reblin puts that one in the net. And Wisconsin Rapids, all it took was one. And all of a sudden, despite Memorial completely dominating through about 33 minutes, all it takes is one, and that's what it was right there. And this game is leveled once again at 1 apiece.
The game is now tied. Scoring for Wisconsin Rapids at the 34-minute.
Here's a cow, though.
Number 2, Captain Natalie Hadal. Sorry, she had the assist. The goal was going to number 14, Natalie Reblin.
So a foul called there following the announcement of the goal. So 1-1, the score now following the Reblin goal. So now, if you're the Abes, you're not losing, but you still feel like you're chasing right now. If you're not in the lead, you still feel like you're chasing, as Jessica Moss cannot sneak by everyone as that one goes out of bounds. Here's Valerie Mullen. Mullen bounces off a Wisconsin Rapids defender and goes to Schillinger. Works it out under the foot of Moss. And in the field, Memorial is able to recover, though. Moran, dangerous pass. Hendrick tried to rush it as Natalie Hadal was lurking. And now, Wisconsin Rapids a chance to get another look here. Here's Kendall Bennick. Chipped ahead. Knocked down by Gibson. She trips and falls. But there's no breakthrough there. Hadal threw ball in, but you would think that Norman Zach will prevent the lurking Abigail Kidder from putting that one in. Here's a pass ahead from Adeline Tessendorf. The out wide play gameplay will be stopped with. We are 3.5 minutes away from the end of half numero uno. It's Old Abe's 1 and Rapids Red Raiders 1. As Memorial will try to keep this one. Remember, it's still 1-1. It's not like they are currently losing and actively chasing, but you feel like if you're not currently in the lead as Memorial right now, you feel like you are actively losing. This one swung into the box, though. Lydia Palmier going for it, but Hofer beat her to it. Now here's a quick distribution. Hadal on the wing. Pass to Hendrick for Memorial. Here's Mullen. Hendrick looking for Palmier, but she sent it out. Down to 2 minutes left in the first half. And this one will bounce out off of Riley Al-Hashlamoon's foot. And here come the Red Raiders. Here's Benek. Knocked out again. It'll stay with Wisconsin Rapids. Under 2 minutes left to go now in half number 1. This could potentially be Memorial's last chance to spring up a quick attack if they don't win the ball here soon. Palmier has it knocked out. It's Memorial Law. The Red Raiders confused, but that ball bounces off the turf over Tessendorf's head. And Wisconsin Rapids gains control thanks to Veronica Candler. Akel wins the ball, but it's knocked away by Kendall Benek. As we approach the final minute of the half, here's a run down the wing for Armstrong. Here's for Tessendorf, and that one's gonna roll out. We head to the final minute of the half. This one touchdown. Here's a long ball. Moran there, one-on-one with Abigail Kidder. It's Moran who will come away with it. Down to a little over 30 seconds left. Memorial needs to spring up one more quick attempt if they can, but they pass it away to Sydney Meyer. Not Sydney Meyer, Lauren Schillinger. Hendrick. And Palmier could not steal it from Plowman. Now to 15 seconds. All the way back to the netminder for the Abes. As the countdown has begun. Armstrong on the wing loses it. 2-1. It's knocked down by Gibson. And that's the end of half number 1. We've played 40 minutes here. It's the Abes 1 and the Red Raiders 1. We're through 40 minutes of gameplay so far. As right now you can feel that this one is one that the Abes would really like to pull away from. Instead, it's 1-1 at the halftime break. Back after halftime, you're watching Memorial Old Abe Girls Soccer on Old Abe TV. about to get ready for half number 2 here at Memorial Stadium. Derek Montesano with you. As the Memorial Old Abe's and Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders currently tied at 1-1 through the first 40 minutes of this ball game. Memorial and Wisconsin Rapids flip sides for half number 2. Memorial will go from left to right, while Wisconsin Rapids, who take the kickoff, will go from right to left. Goalkeeper change for the Memorial Old Abe's as they will go to Addison Schroeder for the second half. A common occurrence from the Memorial Old Abe's, as they usually swap those two out at halftime. Both very capable. The difference is one is a junior and the other is my age and a freshman about to be a sophomore in about 2 days. Well, here we go. Half number 2 is underway. And right away, Lydia Palmier on the ball. Over to Sheehan. Dispossessed, and here's a chance for Mitchell. Runs into Jessica Moss and loses possession. Coder lobs it in on the throw into Lindsay Boris. Up against Moran. Boris comes away with it. Could not get through Moss. And this one controlled in the middle by Toutant now. Here they go out wide. Here's Maren Armstrong. Toutant, 1-2 passing with Gunderson. Here's Gunderson down the wing. Can she break past Coder? Cuts back. Puts it into the box. In the box. Now back into the middle. And Lydia Palmier could not beat Mirabelle Hofer to the ball, as Hofer able to scoop it up cleanly. This one out into the Memorial dugout. The dugouts that currently sit on wheels and are wheeled from underneath this grandstand structure they have here at Memorial Stadium. There's a little storage area back there. I have been down there a few times. I've played soccer. Here's a shot from Piper Gunderson that's off the mark. I think may have hit a body in the way. That caused it to ricochet violently. This one unable to be controlled by Adeline Nolan on the near side for Rapids, and Memorial to throw. Toutant oozes the ball now. Here's the A's and the A's at Toutant to Gunderson. Gunderson swings it out into no man's land. And it'll be the netminder Mirabelle Hofer over there alongside Jaden Plowman, who get that for Rapids. Back onto the back line go the Abes as they try to find a quick breakthrough. Here's Palmier. One-on-one with Plowman. This one out. It'll stay with the Abes. Inbound in. Here's a sneak through, and it's cleared away. That looked to be Katie Toutant, and it is Toutant that was trying to dribble through. Now another throw into the box is knocked away. A drive from Gibson is blocked down out of play. And Memorial continuing the endless cycle of throw-ins from that side. 1-2 passing. This one into the box looking for Gunderson. And into the hands of Hofer. Here's Moss. Out wide, Palmier. Palmier into the box. Knocked around. Still loose in the box. And now Wisconsin Rapids can get it free. A little high blooper. Controlled by Armstrong. 1-1 with none, and a stiff arm almost from Armstrong on Adeline Nolan. And this one will be Wisconsin Rapids ball. As with 44 minutes gone in this game, it's 1-1. And once again, Memorial threatening constantly. Toutant into the middle, has it intercepted. And then Kendall Bennett looking for the quick turns. Could not get that one through. As Cam Memorial attack now. Here's one of the captains, Paul Meir, a drive from range. And corralled by Hofer. Armstrong could not get that touch as it rolls out on the touch line. 5 minutes into half at number one. We've still got 35 minutes to play in this ball game, as the sun very much still overhead this evening, as we will begin to think about the night looming ahead. Here's Sheehan. She gets tackled away by Bryn Bennett, and then a pass up ahead. Out comes Schroeder. Adeline Schroeder will clear the ball. Claire Gibson. Knocked around. And then a little bit of bink bonk boink boink ball. And that one goes out. Paul Meir goes toe-to-toe with Hadow on that wing, and Paul Meir ends up with the throw-in. Here's a chance for the H for an awkward angle. That's a goal! A awkward angle that is misplayed by Hofer, and the Abes are back on the board. It's 2-1. Couldn't exactly tell who cut in on that. That just cut in, and from a side angle, put in a cross towards the front of the net. And that one just off of Hofer's hands, and one she'll definitely want back.
Breaking this tie again for the Old A's, unassisted. The goal going to number 5, Marley Ferguson.
So it was Marley Ferguson who cut in, took that shot, and ends up bouncing in off the hands of Hofer. And it's the Abes who lead 2-1. This Memorial Rapids matchup happens all the time. As here's another drive. This one from range from Al Hashlamoon. It's sent wide. Yeah, Wisconsin Rapids Memorial happens all the time in multiple sports, especially come playoff time. We saw this matchup in a lot of sports this year. We saw it in football. We saw it in girls basketball this year. We saw it in the hockey playoffs. And now here we are again. Girls soccer match, and Rapids, a non-conference opponent. It feels like we see as much as the BRC teams. This one out of bounds. It'll be Rapids ball. Coder on the inbound. It goes over the head of Moss. And here's a chance for Fiona Martins. She could not beat a cow, and Elia Cow tried to secure the ball. It's poked away. And here come Rapids on the offensive, but a handball on Claire Mitchell. And Mitchell does not seem too thrilled with a handball on that attack. So that'll be a free kick for Schroeder to take. way back in our own territory. 8 minutes gone, by the way, in half number 1. As Memorial look to attack. Round and round, a cow to Gunderson. Piper Gunderson. Looking for options. Finds an opening in Al Lamoon. They go back to Moran. Out wide to Claire Gibson. Gibson dispossessed. Now through a ball. It's a foot race. Schroeder will come. A little bit of pushing and shoving there between Moran and the attacking Fiona Martins. Nothing suspect of a foul on that. To taunt to Al Armoon. Armoon. Backwards to Armstrong. Over to Gunderson. Gunderson on the line, and that's ruled out of play. Rapids a quick throw in on that. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. It's the Abes who lead 2-1 and continue threatening. Here's a chance for Ferguson. Ferguson lets it fly, and that one I think was going wide anyway, but is touched up by Hofer. That sets up a corner kick, though, for Memorial with half an hour to go in the game. Here's a chance. We saw Wisconsin Rapids score one of these. Can Memorial follow suit and put themselves up by 2 with some much needed insurance? Corner comes in. And free, but not all the way. Moss. You said this one swung into the land of the nobodies, as there was nobody remotely close to that one for Marin Armstrong. Distribution for Hofer goes out off of Adeline Tessendorf as she tried to swing it back. And Memorial back in control. Is now kind of a botched control here from Lauren Schillinger. Able to get a little pep from our team, but now Memorial can push a little bit forward. Here's Kelly Cow. Cuts. Puts it out for Ferguson, and a shove in the back. Committed by Ferguson on Kendall Bennett, the senior midfielder for Wisconsin Rapids. And now a handball. A handball on Abigail Kidder. And Memorial trying to take it quickly. The ref says no to that. So Memorial have to wait up a little bit, as this one is sent long. Touchdown. And cleared out of play on a pass that looked to be intended for Abigail Kidder. Armstrong into a Cow. Unable to be controlled by Emily Grenda. A Cow to Ferguson. Trying to go out wide for Gunderson. And that's out of bounds on the goal line. Memorial may not be scoring all of these per se, but they're constantly putting the threat on. Here's Gunderson again into the box. And that's knocked out of bounds by Candler. But you know what that means? A corner kick for the Old Abes. Here on the right-hand side. Left-handed for the netminder. And with 53 minutes played so far, Memorial with their fourth corner of the game. Armstrong coming short here. They will go to Armstrong. Armstrong swings it into the box. Header opportunity, and Gibson couldn't come down with it. All the way back out. Grenda will track it down. Emily Grenda fakes one. Dribbles through two. Tried to go through three and got tackled away. Bopping around with the ball, and it's Kelly Cow. Now, this one had intercepted by Mitchell. Nolan. On the right side, a Cow now. Into the middle, Grenda sneaks away. Can she find the outlet pass? She does. Out wide now, a drive. And that's dragged to the ground. They're not going to give the penalty here. That one was right on the edge of the box. I think Rapids are a bit lucky that one was not ruled in the box. That could have very easily been penalty number 2. That could have resulted in a goal. So here's a free kick. And this one be swung into the box. It's swung towards the back post and over everyone's heads. And out of bounds. We're through 15 minutes of action here in half number 2. 55 in the game. And the score is Memorial 2. And the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders just won. That one goal coming on their singular shot so far today. It's been all Memorial Old Abe's. The score does not reflect every other statistic from this game. You'll get shots, you'll look at, we had time of possession, we had like possession numbers, they would show the same story. As Schroeder slams it off the back of Moran. From teammate. Now this one rolls out. We'll see who they rule it for, and they're going to give it to Wisconsin Rapids' Plowman. Now Memorial just trying to clear out their end. By the way, big game over in the baseball game. Memorial gets DC Everest was earlier. That started at 5. That's come to a conclusion. And the Old Abe's march on in baseball. They took down the DC Everest team by a final score of 12-8. Memorial led in that game 11-3 in the 4th. And were able to hold on and take the win by 4. That team will head to Stevens Point for their next matchup. Take on the Spash Panthers. Well, this Memorial team looking to continue their run against either Wausau West or Superior on the culmination of both of these games. As Rapids has won a free kick, of which it goes right over to the midfield and two taunts. Erin Grenda. Bouncing around now. Wisconsin Rapids trying to create some offense here. It does not come in. Here's Kelly with some space. Kelly, she sees open turf. Looking for a chance. Plays it through. Here's the through ball. Ferguson, a shot. And that's denied. Right into the perfect play for Mirabelle Hofer, who keeps that one out of the net. Here comes corner kick number 5, though, for the Memorial Old Abe's. So far, yet to score from a corner kick today. Could very easily change right here. 2-1 game. Approaching 20 minutes to go. This one swung in. It's headed up in the air, still in the box. Ferguson touches it up to Palmier. And offsides was Palmier. As the flag goes up, Hofer will hoof the ball away, but now the A's able to control these distributions nicely today. They ain't running into any trouble with those. As this one knocked out of bounds. Veronica Candler don't want to do so, as it'll be Kendall Hendricks who is initially going to take that, and she will. It's right in front of that memorial bench, so everyone kind of looks exactly the same from this point of view. Memorial, another throw in. It's taken by Maggie Sheehan. So this one out of bounds again, as this one will work its way up the sideline. Memorial can find a way to swing this ball in the middle. Cleared away. Memorial starting to get more players forward on these attacks. Here's Paul Meir. Meir with some speed down the wing, cuts back, has some space, puts it in towards the net, and tried to find Tessendorf lurking on that back post, but could not, as there was a Hofer in the way. Here's Nolan. Up to Mitchell. This one is cleared away. Though not long as Sophia Moran will get it away for the A's. On the attack though, Elliot Palmier, who knocks over a defender, no foul there, as she had played through, and with 20 minutes still to go, Memorial still seem in firm control of this game. But we said this in the first half. All it takes is one. It took really 1 minute of attacks for Wisconsin Rapids for them to get a corner, swing the ball in off the corner, and put the ball in the net. All it takes is one real breakthrough. If they test Schroeder the right way, all of a sudden, this game could be tied if Memorial can't get any insurance. Moran to Toutant. Around they go. Over to Kendall Hendricks. And this one is touched out of bounds by a Memorial Old Abe. It is Wisconsin Rapids ball. Bounces to Haddell, and it is ruled to have gone out and then deflected back in afterwards. As play is stopped here, as the throwing was taken a little bit too quick there. 62 minutes gone in this ball game as we get closer and closer to the culmination. With 18 to go, it's Memorial up 2-1. But here come Wisconsin Rapids on the attack, trying to get some throw-ins, but Memorial's defense able to get a hold of it. And here's Toutant, who will run it out to midfield and beyond. And here's a through ball. Trying to track it down is Alan Tessendorf. She does. Tessendorf into the middle. Palmier, a little lob, and it's over the net. Palmier, it was a beautiful run from Tessendorf into the box. But the one shot at the end from Palmier got too far underneath it and popped that one straight up. Now a long shot from Palmier is not really close. And that'll be another goal kick. 7 shots on target so far for the A's. You can only do so much where you put the ball on targets. That 5 saves, that drives you insane today when your goalie has 0. It's been one shot for Rapids today. That one off a corner kick. It went in the back of the net. Other than that, it's been mainly Memorial, and their 2 goals to show for it, a pen and an awkward English shot that Hofer definitely wants back. And that's where this one sits right now at 2-1. Now here comes Wisconsin Rapids. A play into the box, but there's nobody within 20 yards of it. As Schroeder, the easy scoop up. This one booted up. Knocked it down by Tessendorf. Here's Nolan, but it will roll out. Gibson now, Clara Gibson. Throws it in off the back of her teammate, Marley Ferguson. Memorial still keeps the ball. Here come the Abe on the attack. Toutant cannot maintain possession. And here comes Rapids. A 1-2 attempt between Lindsay Boris and Claire Mitchell did not go to plan. A bit of header ball. Toutant goes toe-to-toe with Bryn Benek. And it's Wisconsin Rapids who stay with it. This one up ahead could be dangerous here. Here's Natalie Haddell. And that one's defended well by Kendall Hendricks. Up against it, a slip and fall from Haddell. And that leaves Wisconsin Rapids with not much back. They were scrambling there. They are able to get back, though. Make the play. Now, there's a body play on, says the official. Pass for Palmier doesn't get through. Another one for Palmier doesn't get through. Lamoon could not do so. Here is Katie Toutant. Runs right into Nolan. Toutant. Quick pass to Moss. Try to go out wide, but it will be ending up reset. Into the middle with 14 to go. Memorial in the driver's seat of their destiny to the next round. It's 2-1, and Memorial has controlled this game throughout. This one goes out of bounds on the sideline. So that will be another throw in right in front of the Memorial bench. And with the school year coming to a close, hold on, I'll have to hold that here. Goddess here's a count with a shot. And she sent that towards the field goal posts. As that one over the net. But as I was saying, school year coming to a close for all the players out there, including myself. Final 2 days of the school year, and the second that the bell rings tomorrow, everyone's already mentally onto summer break. Even though some teachers like to have their finals on the last day of school, everybody's mental thought is, what am I going to do this summer for the next 3 months? But here's a chance now, Rapids, while I'm going off about that, a little tapper towards the net from Abigail Kidder. She did not get much on that one, as it was offsides anyways. So it does not really matter, as we have reached the final 12 minutes of this one. Memorial lead 2-1. Schroeder will send it forward. Galliagal pops it up. It's knocked down but not cleared fully, and this one is all the way back into Memorial territory and goes out of bounds. It'll be a Old Abe throw-in, it looks to be. And it will be, as this one thrown into a Cal. Cal's got an open teammate, but I think she put up too much on there, unless she was intending for Ferguson, who was guarded there. Ferguson has the ball stolen from her by Plowman. A chance for Memorial to break and potentially put this one out of reach. Could not have him there. It's a 2-1 game. This one, and for the A's, the lack of that extra goal, you were kind of looking for insurance in this one. You'll happily take this 2-1 game. But when you're playing a team like Wisconsin Rapids, you'd like a little bit more to show for yourself. As here's a Cal with a drive. And that one hits off the field goal upright behind the net, so that one out of play. As we are going to have a whistle here. Confusing everyone, I think. And now my ref's going to say something here. We're too far away. I can't exactly hear what they're saying. Doesn't matter. We're under 10 minutes now to go in this one. Only a 1-goal game. All it takes is one attack for Rapids. And this could be it right here. Remote it out. Here's an attack handler ahead. Headed forward for Mitchell. And Moran will knock it out of bounds. Into the box. It's cleared away, but onto the foot of Kendall Benang. First shot knocked down, and now here come Memorial the other way. Doesn't be, it's a through ball in. Adela Tessedorf could not win the one-on-one against Taylor Coder. And that one will go out. And Memorial will go to the substitutes bench for the final 9 minutes of the ball game to try to secure this 2-1 game. Your number one job right now, if you're Memorial, is not concede the second goal. Your next, and then coming after that, you'll obviously take a insurance goal to make sure that this one is out of Wisconsin Rapids' reach. Instead, 2-1 game. Still only takes one clean shot from the Red Raiders. And poof, this one's tied again. Now, Memorial continuing to keep this pressure on consistently throughout this game, as Coder knocked that one out. Lately played in. And you would think Rapids are starting to get a little bit more desperate for that goal. Remember, playoff game. You don't get a second chance after this. Winner your season's done. This one into the box, and it's going to be cleanly scooped up by Mirabel Hofer. Starting to desperate. Here's Huddell. Knocked down by Sophia Moran for Memorial. A Cal. Could not help Brenda. And now here's the attack. It's a foot race. Armstrong ends up tying the foot race. This one into the box. And a scary look there. Potentially for Taylor Coder. Correction, that is Adeline Nolan, who is running into the box, who could not extend the foot any further. Down to 7 minutes to go. This one in favor of Memorial. Play halted here. as a substitution will be made by Wisconsin Rapids. Remember, they need a goal, and that will likely be, you'll likely need the goal to force extra time. Then you gotta hold out this one, swung into the box. Schroeder's gonna get underneath it and collect it. And it'll be another distribution. This time for Schroeder. Headed down. As a Cal able to win it away from Veronica Reblin. Now here's the chance for Memorial to break free. Gunderson cuts in. And then knocked away. Callie Cal cannot quite do much with that, and that one's going to trickle out. Down to 6 minutes to go. Time is slowly running out for the Red Raiders. As Memorial, all they got to do is keep this attack going. Gunderson swings it into the box. A shot in front, they score! And that should about put this one out of reach, as that one's turned in by Marley Ferguson, and Memorial take a 3-1 lead. The Memorial Old Abe's, with 74 minutes played, have taken a 3-1 lead, and with just 5 minutes left of this one, it's going to take huge amounts of comebacks, but it's just not going to happen for them, as Memorial likely put this one out of reach. As Marley Ferguson puts that in off the assist from Piper Gunderson, and the Memorial Old Abe's up 3-1 with just 5 minutes to play. And you can feel now that the Memorial Old Abe's have pretty much got this one in their possession. You can kind of sense that with 5 minutes left, they know it. I'm sure Rapids knows it's hurry up time, and even so, there's still a good chance they don't do well, as Palmier puts this one into the box for Memorial, and it's cleared away. It's been all Memorial in this game, and a fitting conclusion so far, 3-1. Is likely going to be this one's final, with 4 minutes still to be played. Rapids needs to average, really, a goal every 2 minutes right now, and they have a total of 1 shot in this game. So they basically need to run the good old-fashioned 0-0-10 formation. Everyone in attack. And it might not work out. Here's a Cow in the box. Trips and falls, and they're going to rule that a flippity-floppy. So that's a free kick for Rapids. School year almost done for these players, and the next time Memorial will play, school will be out, as they don't play again until Friday, the 6th, and that will, actually Saturday the 6th, I should say. It's a long time before the meet again, and think about all the stuff that happens in between this game right now and the next one for this Old Abe varsity team. I know all these students are going to have finals they got to do. I know the end of the school year drama. Everything is going to happen between then and the final. Now Rapids not going to go down without a fight. Here's a chance at breakthrough, and not going in. as Fiona Martin sends it wide and then trips and falls over Addison Schroeder. That'll be a goal kick. Down to just 2 minutes to go as darkness begins to make its way over. Huge difference in the light cover we have here near the back end of this one compared to, say, the playoff games we had during the fall season, where it was pitch black by halftime. In those games, Chi-High and Holman way back at the beginning of the school year in October, November, and that time of year. Think about how much has happened in between that and now. And it leads to the same thing. A Memorial playoff win seems to be looming here at Memorial Stadium. And by the looks of it, it looks to be like Memorial Stadium is going to remain undefeated. As here's another attack for the A's to really salt this one away. But Marley Ferguson, looking for the hat trick, could not turn that one in on the pass from Piper Gunderson. And the final minute has begun ticking. Down to about 35 seconds to go, as Memorial Stadium will remain undefeated in its playoff journey. It's only seen playoff soccer so far, but the soccer teams at home in the playoffs will remain undefeated after the culmination of this one. 3-0 as the final 2 seconds will tick away a last little lob in, and that's full time. The Memorial Old Abe's march on to the second round, the regional finals, as they defeat the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders by the final score of 3-1. So Memorial, a well-deserved victory. They get 3 goals in the game, 8 total shots. They kept sending the ball at the net. Something was bound to work, and it eventually, they were able to put it in, and now we will wait to see who they will play. That should come through likely tomorrow. That final score between Wausau West and Superior will go through. We shall see what happened there. But Memorial march on as they win it by the final score of 3-1. Well, I was glad to be back for one game here during this game, as everybody here in the press box tries to find a final score in that Wausau West Superior game. That entirely depends if we are here and if we go on the road. But so we might be back with you, we might not be, on June the 6th. So if this is the end of the season, and on behalf of everybody here that has made this girls soccer season a success, I'm Derek Masato saying that'll do it. And it's always a great day to be an Old Abe.